It was Sunday afternoon, the good kind, the kind where there is nowhere to be and nothing to rush. Milo and Sophia were at the kitchen table, playing a board game. It was a close game, a very close game. Milo was ahead, 3 squares, then 2, then 1. He could see the finish from here. He just needed the right number. Sophia rolled the dice. She counted her squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She put her piece on a finished square. "I won," said Sophia. Milo stared at the board. He stared at Sophia's piece on the finished square. He stared at his own piece, 1 square away. Something hot and heavy and big rose up inside him. He'd been winning for so long. He'd been so careful. He'd worked so hard. And Sophia had won. Just like that. In 1 roll. The hot, big feeling got bigger and bigger. And before Milo could think about what he was doing, he swept his arm across the board. The pieces flew everywhere. The board flipped. Sophia's winning piece landed on the kitchen floor. The room went very quiet. Sophia was still. She was looking at the pieces scattered across the table and the floor. Then she looked at Milo. Her eyes were very bright, the kind of bright that means tears are close. Mama walked into the kitchen. She saw the pieces everywhere. She saw the flipped board. She saw Sophia's face. She looked at Milo. Her voice was very quiet. "Milo," she said, "please go to your room." Milo went. He sat on his bed, his arms folded. He was still angry. It was not fair. He had been winning. He'd been so close. But underneath the angry, something else was there, sitting very quietly, waiting. After a while, the angry started to get smaller, the way angry always does, if you sit with it long enough. And when the angry got smaller, the other thing got bigger, the thing that had been waiting. He thought about Sophia's face, very still, eyes bright. She had not done anything wrong. She had just rolled the right number and won. That was how games worked. Sometimes you won. Sometimes you didn't. And what you did in that moment was up to you. That night, Milo lay in the dark. He was not angry anymore. He was something else entirely. He kept seeing the pieces flying, the board flipping, Sophia's face. And then, from somewhere near the windowsill, came a tiny golden glow. The firefly. It floated across the room and landed on the edge of Milo's pillow. "Your tummy is squirmy," said the firefly. "Yes," said Milo. "What happened today?" asked the firefly. "I lost my temper," said Milo. "Sophia won the game, and I knocked all the pieces off because I was angry." "Ah," said the firefly. It blinked once. "Big feelings can be very loud," said the firefly. "Yes," said Milo. "When your big feelings come," said the firefly, "what could you do instead?" Milo thought about that. He thought about the moment just before he swept the board. The hot, heavy feeling. What could he have done? He could have taken a breath. He could have said, "I feel really disappointed." He could have said, "Well done, Sophia," even if it was hard to say. Even if he did not feel it yet. "The big feelings are allowed," said the firefly. You are allowed to feel disappointed. You are allowed to feel angry. All feelings are allowed. But what we do with them, the firefly said gently, is up to us. Milo thought about that for a long time. All feelings are allowed, but what we do with them is up to us. The firefly didn't say anything else. It didn't have to. Because Milo already knew what came next. The next morning, before breakfast, Milo found Sophia in the living room. She was reading. She looked up when he came in. "I'm sorry about yesterday," said Milo. "I was angry because I was so close to winning. But that was no reason to knock the pieces off. You won fairly. And I should have said, 'Well done.'" Sophia looked at him for a moment. "Thank you, Milo," she said. "Do you want to play again?" Milo took a breath. "Yes," he said. "I do." They set up the board together, all the pieces back in their right places. They played the whole game. It was a close game again, even closer than before. And near the end, Sophia rolled the right number again. She moved her piece to the finish square again. Milo felt the hot, heavy feeling start to rise. He recognized it this time. He took a breath, a slow one, and then he said, "Well done, Sophia." And he meant it. He really, really meant it. Sophia looked at him. Her whole face lit up. "Best of three?" she said. Milo laughed. A real laugh. "Best of three," he said. And they set the board up again. And this time, Milo won. And Sophia said, "Well done, Milo." And they both laughed so hard the pieces fell off the board anyway. But this time, it was because of the laughing, not the anger. And it felt completely different. And now, little one, it's your turn to close your eyes. Big feelings are allowed. You're allowed to feel disappointed. You're allowed to feel angry. All feelings are allowed. But what you do with them is up to you. When a big feeling comes, try taking one slow breath. Just one. And see what happens next. You did good today. And tomorrow, you'll do good again. Good night.